ha 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 ha. Hang on. Music. And go. Hello, can you hear me? I set it all up right. Hello. Oh yeah. I'm glad the applause worked. Sometimes it doesn't work. I know it's a bit cheesy, but it makes it feel more like I'm, you know, like doing a show or something. Hello everybody. Hello PB. Greetings from Peru. How do I say your name? I'm not even going to try, but hello. Mikey, do I like ballet folklorico? I don't know. Hello Anita. Hello Cyber Player. Hey. Hello Natasha. Hey Desiree. Thanks, I've been wearing this hat a lot lately. I just like it. Hey Sarah Nickerson. Hello Still Kind. Hello Jessica. Hello Buddy Nose Girl Anonymous. Dark Anonymous. Hello everybody. I cancel hey everybody. It's nice to see lots of familiar names again. How are we? What's been happening? What's been happening in the world with you and where you are? I look very black and white. I mean, if I poke my tongue out, you can see it's like pink. But, I mean, I was going for a pretty monochromatic look today. But it's like real monochrome. Oh well. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I've always liked hats. I collected stupid hats when I was a child. And then when I was older, I wanted to buy lots of big, flash, cool hats. They were very hard to get then, or very expensive. And so I learned to make them, and so I made some, and then I tried selling them, and nobody wanted to buy them because it was really only me who was into them. And I've still got a bunch of them actually. Those old ones somewhere. But, oh, hey Becky, thank you very much. Hey Spooky Sis, love you to bits. Oh, love you to smithereens. Back. Good to see you, how are you? Oh, Rob's Memory Lane. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, well, thank you. Because I was having kind of a miserable cunt kind of a day, you know? Excuse the harsh language. As I often have to say, the C word is not that harsh in this country. It is even used as a term of endearment. But I've been a bit of a miserable cunt since yesterday, you know, just that kind of feeling kind of low. So it's like, thanks for the nice compliment. I look like an old-fashioned photograph come to life. Thanks, Krista. That's actually a really nice compliment. That's really cool. Natasha, oh, thank you. Hey, it's wonderful to see you too. How are you? So happy to see you. How are you? Thank you, you lovely creature. You lovely, beautiful creature. Oh, your delicate American ears. Oh no. Oh, hey, look, Hugo. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. This hat's gonna get a bit of a pimping. I'm going to coat it with I've got some nice sort of like paisley patterned lace that's going over it, and it's gonna get like a bunch of shit put on it to make it bigger and floofier. Rob's Memory Lane. Rob Zombie rebooting Monsters. Any thoughts? Well, first of all, thanks, Rob. And secondly, yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked to hear that, because I feel like if anybody was going to do justice to the Monsters, it would be Rob Zombie, because that's like one of his major inspirations. I mean, like his song Dragula, for example. I guess not. I don't know how many people can like remember that was like the name of their car in that one episode. Monsters, they had a car called Dragula. And, anyway. Oh, Eddie, no, this necklace is actually from Alchemy Gothic. It's pretty, isn't it? It's got matching it's got matching earrings, but I've not got them in. I've got different ones in. Use that word too much, you blame Australians. Yeah, so, what do you think? What do you think? What do we all think about the Rob Zombie rebooting the Monsters? I mean, I think it's awesome that the Monsters is getting a reboot, because it's like, that many other things have been rebooted over and over again, and I think we're all sick to death. It's like, for God's sake, stop doing the Addams Family. You know, stop redoing The Craft, stop redoing Charm, stop redoing things that aren't that old, that haven't been around that fucking long. Whereas the Monsters was out like, it was like ages ago, and well, things that haven't been rebooted already. So I don't think anybody's redone the Monsters. And, you know, it's a classic show. It was very inspirational. It was fucking funny. If you haven't watched it, it's a shame you haven't. That guy that played Herman was, like, amazing. Like, what a face on that guy. What a face he had. He was, like, perfect. for that. So I'm actually, and I, you know, Rob Zombie is like a real goer. Like, he's a really hardworking guy. And, yeah. What's my favorite Rob Zombie song? Cat Madison. You love Living Dead Girl and Dragula. Oh, I used to really like, I'm having a bit of a blank. What Lurks on Planet X, or Channel X. Sorry, I used to like that song, but, you know, Living Dead Girl's great. I really like Scorpion Sleeps. I like American Witch. I like a lot. Sick Bubblegum. There's like heaps of good songs. I think he's just, nothing he makes is actually like bad. Hey, Phantom of the Opera. Oh, thank you very much. Sending lots of like love back at you. Thank you, that's really, really sweet. Love all the way from Texas. Hello. My favourite song, like in general, I always say that my favourite song in the world is Rammstein's Mutter. I just find it really beautiful. I never get sick of it. Like the bass swells just like, ugh. I don't know, it's just really beautiful. Sharon, you think it'd be better to come up with new ideas, new characters, your 10 cents? Yeah, I know. I mean, if anything was going to get rebooted, I think it's good that it is the Munsters and it's him doing it. But we watched Parasite the other night. And, you know, the one that, like, won Best Film last year. And I was like, okay, that deserved its prizes. It was a great movie. But what I liked most about it was that it was original. It was something we haven't seen before. It was characters we haven't seen before. It was an idea we haven't seen before. I was like, this is original, and I love it because that's so fucking refreshing. You know, it's like everything that comes out now in the movie industry is like just to make money. You might have noticed. You know, like, they do it because there's already a pre-sold audience for, like, you know, Marvel films or, you know, superheroes and that kind of thing. There's already a pre-sold, but there's people who will go see the film just because they're like, well, I like Spider-Man, so I'll go see this, or I like Batman, so I'll go see this, or whatever else the thing is. Yeah. Oh, Emmanuel. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Go get yourself some croissants, my friend. My fiend, sorry. Well, I will. I love croissants. Thank you. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Here's a Coca-Cola. It's not very gothic, but I just bought some. I never really buy it, but I felt like buying it. Oh, Minisa. Oh, cute. Ooh, Diane, you got your first piece of Punk Grave. A nice witchy sweater. Awesome. I bet it looks good on you. They make some such beautiful things. Still want to see Cruella. I'm not sure if I want to see Cruella, honestly. Like, maybe out of curiosity, but she's like, she's a villain who's like probably one of the actual like shittiest Disney villains, or like, you know, like she's actually just a shitty, not a Disney villain, she's like a shitty villain. She's a bitch, she's horrible, she wanted to kill puppies. She wanted to kill puppies to make a coat, you know? It's like, how they'd have to completely change her character to make her sympathetic because she's just awful, you know? So I'm like, anyway, I feel like they would have to just. Also, that movie, like I just said, it's one of those money-spinning things. I hate to say it, but it is. It's because Maleficent did extremely well. So they're like, ooh, now we're gonna... And Wicked, the Broadway show Wicked. So there's this whole, like, thing lately about making films about the villain, which is cool, but, like, they have to make the villain sympathetic in order for it to work. And it's like, how are you going to make Cruella sympathetic without changing who she is entirely? Because she's awful. Anyway... Brooke and Ivy Johnson. Oh, thank you very much. That's really sweet. Love you, girl. Keep your head up. Snap. Back at you. Oh, so much love to you too. Thank you so much, Brooklyn. That's really nice. Important bit of advice. Keep your head up. Here's some black hearts back for you too. Black hearts. Yeah, that's really lovely. Thank you so much. Manuel, have I seen the new Loki series on Disney? Mr. L's been watching it. I watched the last episode with him. We don't have Disney Plus. In fact, we've got no streaming services now. My Shudder Someone asked me before about Shudder. I missed it. I haven't. Mortuary series? No, I haven't. I don't even have Shudder anymore because I had it for a year. The year is now up, so I don't have that, and I don't have and I don't have Netflix. I don't have Amazon Prime, which we don't really have in this country, like really anyway. And I don't have anything. I have nothing. Thanks, Video Maker. Also, hello. You're nervous for tomorrow's appointment, Crimson Whispers. Why? Oh, one sticky rat. Hey, girl, hey. Thank you very, very much. What you liked about Cruella is how they turned the OG heavily in Christian influenced original story on its head and made Cruella a badass instead of a reflection of the vices of women. Your 2 cents. Okay. The original story as in like the old... I don't know if there's like a story older than like the original Disney film. Is it really heavily Christian influenced? I don't know. I mean, it's been a long time since I've watched that film. I don't remember ever thinking that about it. I just remember it being like, you know, this crazy scenario where 2 Dalmatians had 100 and, you know, they had like what, 99 puppies or something like that, right? and there was this sweet little like musician guy, and it was a love story, and yeah, I don't know, that's all I remember about it. See, that's what I mean, they made her a badass, so they've changed who she was. I don't know if you think she was like a representation, a reflection of the vices of women? Although she was just like a selfish bitch, really. Like, I want to kill all the puppies because I would look really splendid in a spotty coat. Thank you so much, Stinky Rat, by the way. And no, it's interesting. I mean, I can't give really an opinion on the film without actually having seen it. So, yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of Oh, and she stole them. Yes, that's right, Next. She did steal them. It's been a long time since I've seen that film because I don't know. I'm not a child anymore, and I don't really watch Disney films much these days. Yeah, fashion first. But there was independent, assertive, bold, not interested in having children or a husband. Right. Well, wasn't there a love story as well with the main guy? Like, I can't remember. Didn't he also have like a woman in it? Can't remember. It's been too long. You saw a Dalmatian at the brewery last night. Rare to see these days, Brittany. Ah, they're such cool looking dogs. Hello from Trinidad and Tobago, Ricardo. Hello from New Zealand. What was my favourite cartoon growing up? Ooh, Kristen, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Favourite cartoon? I'm gonna say it was probably like Gem and the Holograms. It's one I remember liking a lot, and I watched it a lot, you know. But I liked my mum was really like restrictive with what I was allowed to see. So everything, like I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of television, you know. So like a lot of the stuff I watched was like pre-recorded, and I end up watching the same thing over and over. Roger and Anita, right? That's right, Anita, yeah. Pretty cool, the new movie. You're pleasantly surprised. Almost often don't watch Marvel and Disney remakes on principle. Right, okay. Maybe I'll go see it eventually. I don't know. I mean, I almost inevitably will. Like, I did eventually go see Maleficent, for example. I did see that. Did they make, like, Maleficent 2? I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Wicked either, but that's because it's a Broadway show. But thank you so much, Stinky Rat. And, you know, I always like to hear other people's opinions. Oh my god, Courage the Cowardly Dog was fucking weird, man. Emily, that was weird. We were talking the other day, because I did the stream of like playing that Ren and Stimpy Sega game on Twitch, and I was like, Ren and Stimpy was fucking strange. It was like a real like fever dream head trip kind of thing. And there were a lot of cartoons that were like that, and I think Courage the Cowardly Dog was one of the weirdest and darkest that like I could think of. Oh, Timothy, you're still alive. Excellent news. Always good. It's good to hear. How are you apart from alive? Are you good? Thank you so much, Timothy. Scooby-Doo and Tom and Jerry. Yes, Barbie. I loved Tom and Jerry. I loved Tom and Jerry. I also loved I loved Top Cat. Pink Panther. I loved cats, you know, so I loved Top Cat. I loved Heathcliff, actually. Heathcliff. One of my favourite movies that I remember, like cartoon movies, is the Aristocats. I loved Aristocats. That was beautiful. And full of wonderful songs and stuff. I like that one. IT Cup Panda, can a hat ever have too many feathers? The answer is no, it cannot. Hats always need more feathers, even if they're made entirely of feathers. Oh, Cyberplay, oh my gosh, thank you very, very much. Hello, Black Friday, I'm glad to catch you before I have to sleep. I like your stream, you keep things interesting and fun. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, that's really nice. I try to keep things interesting and fun. I try. You know, the world can be a pretty bleak place. So I think it's nice if we can all come together and be happy together. Since we can't actually, you know, hang out in the real world. In fact, today, New Zealand has this warning system they started up last year where they make everybody's phone in the whole country go at the same time. Like this really awful, discordant, loud blast comes from everybody's phone at the same time with like a, you know, like a public service announcement, like a, you know, like for emergencies and stuff, you know, like if there's like a tsunami coming and that kind of thing. And we got one just before saying like the Greater Wellington region, where we are, is now on COVID alert level 2. It's like, well, shit. And apparently some chap from Sydney, because they've been like really pushing tourism between Australia and New Zealand. So a chap from Sydney came here, maybe he had COVID, I don't know. But like basically they're just like, oh shit, I don't know, he went to the museum, and so they're like being extra cautious now. It's like, oh, for God's sake, I don't want to. So it's not like a lockdown or anything, it's just like we're back to hand sanitizer and social distancing. Still, I shouldn't complain. Still nothing compared to other countries. But it's like, please don't get worse. Please don't get worse. Please don't get worse. It's like, it's already bleak enough being on the other side of the bloody planet from, like, everything. I know we're not missing anything by not being in Europe or wherever, but still, it feels like we are. Anyway. So you're not going to be able to be on here for long, Cyberplayer. Yaw. Yeah, so like I was trying to say, like, we want to keep things as fun as we can, despite all the drama happening on Earth. Yeah, but thank you so much, Cyberplay. You're so sweet and lovely. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a good sleep when you do get to bed. Oh, Invader Zim. Yes, Brittany. Oh my god, I love Invader Zim. I mean, I wasn't a child when that came out. I was like a teenager. Like a, you know, grown-up teenager when I first saw Invader Zim. But, I love it. I love Invader Zim. I know there was like a movie that came out like a year or so ago. It's brilliant. Enter the Floorpus or something like that, whatever it's called. Yeah, thanks, Sydney. Wounded Monk, yeah. You only get Amber Alerts, which are crucial. Oh, Pepe Le Pew! You like Pepe Le Pew and you wouldn't let anyone take him away from you. I loved Pepe Le Pew too. He was so... I thought that was a nice little cartoon. Oh, Rocco's Modern Life was fucking weird too. Weird, man. Cat Dog was a bit weird. I don't know if it's black. I don't have a black and white filter on ADRC, but it's very desaturated and there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Like, the colour on here is really fucking weird. Abby B? Oh, thank you very much. Is it Abby or Abby B? Did I watch Ben 10? No, I didn't know. I was much too old for that. That came out when I was, like, an adult. So, no, I didn't watch that. I was never... No, never watched that. Cow and Chicken, I remember that. Weird. No, there's like a lot of things. Like my cartoon experience of childhood was like the Flintstones and the Jetsons and Yogi Bear, Fantasia, old stuff, you know, old stuff. 80s things, really, seeing as that's when I was born. The Chipmunks, Yeah, stuff like that. So there was a lot of things that people are now nostalgic about that I was too old for at the time. Ah, Immortuus Deus. Oh, thank you very, very much. Hey, that's a really cool fucking name you have, by the way. Immortuus Deus. Thank you very, very much. Ma? Cheers, it's a nice wee surprise. You got anything to like say or ask? Hi from Dubai, Marlene. Hello. I've been through Dubai like so many times, but hang on. Oh, I need to scroll back up. Sorry, I've missed. But like basically like the walk from the plane like across the tarmac to the airport is just like, fuck me, this place is hot. And I feel like if I actually went there, like visited there, I would dry up and crumble and burn and sizzle and die. It just seems like such a hot place. Oh, Sebastian L, thank you very, very much. Have I seen Dracula? It's like the goth version of Drag Race. Love from Chile. Love from New Zealand. No, I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen it. No. I don't, honestly, I just got kind of like tired of Drag Race. Bless you. So like, I'm like, nah. I don't know, a lot of people have like said I should watch it. I just like haven't got around to it. It's probably cool. It's probably like, you know, fun and entertaining, and I like the sound of it. I like the sound that it's like, you know, cool and spooky themed, but I actually just haven't seen it. There's a lot of things I haven't watched. Oh, I'm Immortuus Deus. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. I meant to say, I absolutely love your channel, and thank you. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I'm glad you like it. I just about finished putting together another video. I thought it would have been done like by yesterday, but it's actually like, it was a lot of footage, so I'm trying to like trim it down to make it shorter. It's too long. So I'm still editing it, but getting there. I mean, spoiler or whatever, but I had a crack at doing my own nails, which I've never done before. And they turned out alright, don't you think? I'm like actually pretty fucking proud of these. So my next video that's going up is my adventure in doing my own nails. They're a bit sore. There was blood. So I hope you enjoy that. And I think the video I'm going to do after that should be like really funny. Or hurtful. It could be one or the other. Hurtful to me only. Hopefully funny for everyone else. Ravenhawk. Oh, first time catching you live. Showing some love. Your name is pronounced Ravenhawk. Yes. Oh, good. I was right. Thank you very, very much, Ravenhawk. Showing some love. Oh, I really appreciate it. It's very kind. It's your first time here on my word. Well, I know it's not perhaps the best time of day for a lot of people. I have found this time tends to be not too bad, so I hope it suits you alright. Thank you so much, Ravenhawk sounds cool. It's like a cool sounding bird. One with very good vision. Very good night vision. Do you remember Eon Flux? Sounds familiar. Yes, absolutely fabulous. My video maker. Yes, I used to watch that. If there isn't blood, did you really have fun? I did actually quite enjoy it. I found it like quite... Oh, thank you, Ravenhawk. I'm glad you like them. It was actually quite enjoyable to do. It took about an hour or hour and a half or so. But now I've learnt from the experience what to do next time, what to do, what not to do. Blood isn't normally part of manicures, is it? No, it's not. I don't know, Immortuus Deus. I don't actually know. I think I don't know if adding people really works on here. Oh, Candy JT. Oh, thank you. Hello. Really nice to see you, love. Well, nice to see you too. Always nice to see you, Candy. You were good, I hope. Here's some black cards back for you. Excellent. Thank you so much. Do you think Vampira should be given a second chance? Well, I mean, she's dead now, so I know she would be like have to be like exhumed, you know, and turned into a zombie. So that would be weird. Oh, Popeye! Yes! Yes, Popeye was great. I am what I am. Ash! Oh, thank you very, very much, Ash. Do I listen to podcasts? You are at work. Hope you're not skiving off of work. I'm glad if you're skiving off of work that you're spending your skiving time with me. I do listen to podcasts. I started one recently called You're Dead to Me, which is a kind of stark. It's was it like history for people who don't like history? I do love history, but I love history so much, and this one was recommended to me. So I started listening to that. It was pretty good. It was quite funny and educational. Edutainment. You're Dead to Me. My podcast that I listen to the most often is a German language learning podcast called Coffee Break German, and that's very good. It's really useful for language learning. They do other languages as well, like Italian and French and stuff, I understand, but Coffee Break German's been really, really good. I also just listened to the Deutsche Welle podcast, where basically they just like talk for 15-20 minutes about like some random subject, but in like quite sort of clear German, like not too fast. So yeah, my favourite kind of podcasts to listen to are like educational ones. Sorry, I'm a nerd apparently. I hope you're having a good day at work, Ash. Thank you so much. Veronica, you just wanted to pop in and say hello. You have to work in 4 hours, so you'll try to at least get 3 hours of sleep. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright, yes, get some sleep. You don't want to be too tired for your work. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. And hello. Sleep well. I hope it's a hell of a power nap, so you feel fresh when you wake up. I'm not planning anything for Halloween, Glow Ghost. What about you? I guess it's hard to plan anything these days. So, no, Quentin. I don't know what that is. Hello from Canada, Brooke. Hello. Struggles. It's you. Boogs, Rose, Seattle, Washington, Belfort, Bet. Yeah! Natasha, blood. Someone say blood? Do I prefer acrylic nails or gel? Yeah, acrylic's not good for... It's not good for your nails. It's not good for you in general. Oh, 55 Ignis. I hope this isn't offensive, but I have a term for my style. You call it the classy goth. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. That's a bit... Why would I be offended by that? That's like really... I think that's a compliment. I try to be classy. I don't know if I achieve it. Back with the cider, stinky rat. Oh, yeah. Oh, I wish I had some cider, but I don't. How many piercings do I have, Dawn? Not as many as I wish I had. I did have some here on my chest, and those are my favourites. They were wicked. They grew out repeatedly. So I had to get them done like 5 times or something, so I really miss them. A lot of piercers won't even do that part of you because it's so prone to growing out. So basically I've got all these ones on my lips, so how many are there? 5? 5 in my lips, 2 in my nose, I've got several in each ear. I've got industrial there, I've got 2 there, I've got... This is my current... this is not that exciting, but I think it's exciting, is my sideways lobe piercing. Horizontal lobe piercing. They're not very common, I just think they're wicked. And I've got a nipple piercing. TMI. That's not enough. Not enough, is it? No, I haven't, Cat Madison. Vampire kisses. No, is it good? You're starting your Halloween costume for something to do. You're going to be Shadow Weaver. I don't know what that is, but cool, next. Well, if you're spending this much time, like, preparing for it, I'm sure it'll be wicked by the time Halloween rolls around. Would I ever collab with Emily Boo? Aww, yeah, I totally would. She's really sweet. She seems nice. You know? So why the hell not? I don't, Oh, sorry, Veda, I actually don't know what song was playing just before, because, it's just finished, and I can't hear very clearly what's actually playing. I can just hear that it is going. Any help for baby gods, Tangito? Always. I mean, it's hard to kind of say all the things in one go, which is why one of my first ever videos I made was pro tips for baby bats. And it's very old now. I filmed it on my webcam. I always say the first thing you should do is your homework. You have the internet. Do research. Learn about the history of the community, the scene. Listen to the music. It is, you know, it is a music thing. It's not just about the way you dress or whatever. It's the music's what brings everybody together. So do your homework. That's always my first piece of advice. Read stuff. Watch documentaries, whatever. I don't know, read some classical Gothic literature, like read Dracula and that kind of thing. Read some Poe. Immortuus Deus, do you have a meaning behind your bat tats? I really want to get them in the same place. How painful out of 10? Oh, you're literally so gorgeous. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's really nice to say. No, there's not really any meaning behind them. I got them spontaneously. I actually vlogged it. Like, one of my videos is like spontaneous tattoos, I think it's called. I went to a tattoo convention at Osnabrück in Deutschland, and I was there with like some friends, and like 3 of us got bat tattoos. Mostly because we're all just predictable and have the same tastes. But like I had drawn out some tattoos that I wanted to get, but I left my like designs at home, so I was just like, I looked up, tried to find the same image on the computer the guy had. I guess I didn't have a phone then, and anyway, he just sort of did them. They're not perfect, but like, it's fine. I just got them spontaneously. I thought they would be pretty. I got them there because that's, like I just said, I had piercings there before, so he actually did them over the scars of the piercings. So I thought, well, if I can't have piercings there, I'll put tattoos there, so there's something there all the time anyway. And they were pretty painful, actually, because it's like, you're not much meat there, right? It's like right in your collarbone, so it was, I don't know, I'd say about a 7 out of 10. It was like, it was pretty sore. The other pretty painful one was like the fingers. They hurt. Again, because there's not much meat there. The song that's playing right now is Black Box by Cellophane. Cellophane is a wonderful band. They sound really, really good, and they're from Greece. My celebrity crush, my video maker, Michael Sheen. It's no secret. I like Michael Sheen. I've always had a bit of a crush on Michael Sheen. And I always thought I was like the only person with a crush on Michael Sheen. But there's actually like a Michael Sheen fan club, which I'm now a part of, and all these women are just like, and I'm just like, might be a secret from Michael Sheen. Yeah, I don't think he knows, and I don't think he needs or wants to know. Michael Sheen was the only good thing about Twilight. It's the only reason I'd watch it. It's because he's a vampire in it. I don't know, I just think he's got a nice face. He's got a sweet smile, and he's so pure. Pure and wholesome. Obviously not as handsome as Mr. Owl. Nobody is. I don't know how pure you are, though. You can be pretty wholesome from time to time. He's in Underworld. Yeah, I haven't seen Underworld for a long, long time, but he's like a werewolf in that. A lot more pure and wholesome. He's more pure and wholesome than you, I suppose. But then again, I don't actually know him personally. You're pretty wholesome. You're quite pure. You're not like, you know, weird or anything. You're not like weird or perverted by any means. I'm talking to Mr. Owl, by the way. So that's good. That's something I really like about you. Mr. Owl is definitely a man. How am I so pale? Sexy enemies. I don't go into the sun. I'm a ginger as well, so like it kind of comes with the genetics. I don't tan, I just freckle. So if you look at my arms, that's what my skin looks like. It's just really spotty. And my face looks like that, but like really faded. I've spent a long time trying to fade the freckles on my face. They used to be like freckles. Yeah. Team Ginger, you? Freckles are our only pigment, I know. Yeah, you just burn easily because you don't have any melanin to protect you from the sun, because that is what melanin does. Also, did you know that people with blonde and red hair have different kind of melanin than people with dark hair? People with like blonde and with brown and black hair, it's like different. It's like, what the fuck's it called? It's like eumelanin and phytomelanin. It's like 2 different kinds of melanin, so it's like different. So like, I don't know. You get what you got. And I would prefer not to have freckles. I mean, I've always said like I would rather tan, because at least like tan you can control. Freckles, they go wherever they want and they don't go away. I had some nasty person comment on one of my videos a while ago that it looked like I had liver spots on my hands. I'm like, how fucking dare you? I don't have liver spots on my hands. I've got loads of freckles. And like freckles, you know, they've been like really trendy to have the last few years. Like people like tattooing them on or like drawing them on and henna dyeing them on and stuff. It's like, but then you get to decide where they go. And then you can have that sweet little smattering of them across your cheeks and nose. But in reality, when you have freckles, they're just like, it's like someone just flicked mud at you. And they go wherever they want to go and they don't leave. I remember, you're a ginger too, Dawn. Yeah. Yes, we do have higher pain thresholds. They're pretty amazing. Gingers have powers, you know, and no soul. You apply fake freckles on your face with makeup. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is they look cute. They look cute, but like when you've like just, I don't know, when you're someone like me and you've just got them everywhere and they just go wherever they want and they concentrate wherever they want. When I was a wee kid, do you remember the show Sybil? Like Sybil Shepherd? Does anybody remember that show? Sitcom called Sybil. Sybil had a daughter in it who had red hair, and she didn't have any freckles. She just had this like porcelain skin. And I was like to my mum, why don't I look like her? And my mum said, oh, they'll fade, you'll grow out of them. Pelican of lies! They don't go away. It only takes like an afternoon of being in the sun, and then you've got 20 years of another 20 odd years of freckles and wherever they decided to turn up. Oh, you liked Sybil, did you? Yeah. Oh, that's horrible, Wounded Monk. That's so mean. My mum was teased about the same thing because both my parents are ginger too. I had no choice. It was happening. When you say it looks like you got fly shit on your face. Yeah, my mum was called like Spotty Scotty, the fly dirt kid, when she was at school. I'm like, that's so mean. My mum had this theory that she could sunbathe a lot, and that like if she got enough freckles, that'll kind of join together into a tan. And it doesn't work that way. You just end up with lots and lots and lots of freckles. My dad gets like a wee bit of a tan, like kind of like a sort of yellowy goldy sort of tan. Yeah, both, you know, like I said, both my parents are gingers, and it was inevitable that I was going to be a ginger. Hey, Monkey, you're off to bed, alright? Much love to you. Sleep well. Ravenhawk, yours faded. You were strawberry blonde as a kid. Now you're more of medium blonde now. I don't know. I think freckles look very beautiful on other people. I don't know. I just like to have, on myself, I like to have a kind of as much of an even skin tone as possible. But when you really don't have an even skin tone, you just kind of get used to it. Like, it bothers me, for example, how many freckles I have under my tattoo. Anyway, whatever. Nothing gets rid of them, by the way. Nothing gets rid of them. I've tried everything you can think of, except for like carcinogenic ingredients and laser therapy. Everything that exists for fading away freckles, I have used. In fact, I think I even made a list so I could mention it in a video eventually. Hang on, the list might be on my phone. Let me check and see if it is. There we go, notes. If they would connect, yeah, the tan would be epic. Like if you just had like if you were one giant freckle, you would just have this sort of like, I don't know, sort of caramel coloured tan everywhere. Yes, Plague Doctor, I love this tattoo. I had this dream last night that oh, hang on. No, do I just get straight sunburn? Yes, but no, I don't. I've never had a tan in my life. I just get hardcore sunburn. Like I get real bad sunburn, like blisters and peeling. But I've become, I know that, so I don't go outside without sunscreen on, and I usually cover up. I don't really like go out with my skin exposed. I used to have a job out. I did agriculture. I did pruning in vineyards and orchards, and I did fruit picking for 5 years as an outside person. Can you imagine me driving tractors and things around? Because I did. And big cherry picking machines and stuff. And that was being outside all the time, so you can imagine the legendary sunburn I got. But like basically I just like, I was always covered in this like film of sunscreen, but also I would I had this like huge baggy white shirt that I would wear over everything. So this like giant like men's white shirt. So the idea being it would deflect the light away, and you know, like long pants, that kind of thing. I did sometimes wear shorts, but I would just really try to. I've gotten very good at avoiding sunburn. You're now picturing a very guilty pelican. Tweezer didn't eat a puppy, but funny. Your mocha skin brunette with little to no freckles. Oh, you sound so beautiful. Little to no freckles. I mean, like, there's this woman I've seen on Instagram. I can't remember her name. I think she speaks Spanish or something. She's fucking beautiful. Like, she's like the queen of the gingers, and she has so many freckles, but it just like adds to her. You know, it's just like, I don't know. You see another ginger, and you're just like, we are the same. We understand each other. And you know, you get very bullied for being a ginger. You do. When you're at high school, especially, you get very badly bullied. Like, I had my hair set on fire, got like spit out, got like stuff thrown at me, got hit, got kicked, got insulted constantly. You fucking ginger. If you're in this country, they call you a runner for some reason. Fucking runner. Like, okay. Yes, I know. Anyway, your son is a ginger. Yeah, Christina. Well done. Bring more gingers into the world. Yeah, exactly, Tangelo. Literally someone set my hair on fire. They're jealous because red hair is rare. Yeah, my dad said that it was strengthening. My dad said that he was like really bullied at school too. But he said because he worked on a farm, he was very strong. So he just decked them. Or like he would, if someone like had a go at him, he'd just like pick them up. And like, you know, fight them or whatever. You'll fight anyone who bullies me. Oh, thanks, Yasmin. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Here's my list of everything I've tried to use to fade the freckles on my face and arms. So my face has been pretty successful, but I think that's mostly just from wearing a lot of sunscreen and makeup all the time. But like obviously the rest of my body, it hasn't worked. So I've used licorice extract, niacinamide, arbutin, kojic acid, tranexamic acid, lemon, songy mushroom, thiamol, and glutathione. I've tried all those different things. Nothing works. What about ginger ale? I like ginger ale. It's an excellent addition to any punch. Air Force. Ah, thank you very much, Air Force. Goth is beautiful. I agree. I think so. I like the dark aesthetics. Thank you so much, Air Force. It is. Things that are spooky are beautiful. You have to freeze them off. Well, actually, I noticed something this morning, and it reminded me of something I'd done when I was young. This is how long I haven't liked my freckles. When I was a child, I took to my arm with a scar sponge. Don't do that. I do not recommend it. It doesn't do anything, just really hurts. Yeah, that's the thing. You get like, you do get freckles when you have like olive coloured skin or dark coloured skin, but I think they're different, you know? Like I said, there's two different kinds of melanin. So like, I think like the freckles you get when you have, is it eumelanin that you have when you're blonde? Huh? Yeah, so like you get those sort of like, you know, sweet little brown freckles when you've got olivey, like darker skin or olivey skin. And they look adorable. And then you get these kind of like caramel coloured ones otherwise. I don't know. When am I going to do a Killstar haul? I don't know, Will. Next time I get some stuff from Killstar. I need to contact them actually, because I've been out of touch with everybody for ages. I've been back in touch with a couple of companies who I've done fashion videos with before, so hopefully I can get back into all that. Laura, do you have any advice for those who want to keep an alternative look while having to adhere to strict professional dress code? Common thing. It's like a whole conversation. If you have to work somewhere like corporate, there's like literally a thing called corporate goth. But I'm basically like, I always just, I mean, it depends on the dress code, but I guess you have to be a wee bit creative. What I would do, and what I have done, and what a lot of people do, is wear like the sort of thing you're supposed to wear, but just make it black. Or incorporate like a little bit of the macabre. So like, you know, if you can add like a brooch or a tie pin or, you know, a tie or whatever that's got like a, you know, something macabre or like a skeleton or whatever on it, you know. Oh yeah, black suits are nice. Fuck yeah, corporate goth looks amazing. You had to do corporate goth, Oliver. It looks great, you know, it looks really great. Oh, James, thank you very much, James Bosslet. Thank you very much. Do you have anything to like say or ask, or you just being fucking nice to me? Yeah. Thanks, Gov. Thanks. Cheers. More like a crap load of beauty spots. Do I have any guilty pleasures, Solus? Probably. Probably. It depends what you mean. If you mean like music or... I don't mind watching... I've kind of gotten over it, but Mr. L and I, our guilty pleasure, used to be watching reality TV. Like trash. Like, we used to watch, we were like genuinely into Geordie Shore. Like, we watched that every episode. And, like, we were excited when, like, a new season was coming out. We're like, yeah! Anyway. What did I do to stay sane in quarantine? Glow Ghost? Well, I didn't stay sane. I was like, I will go nuts. And for those who've been, you know, in quarantine or like, you know, lockdown for a long time, I'm like, I fucking commend you because I couldn't do it. I would have lost my mind ages ago. So, there's that. Oh no, Natasha, you spilled vodka down your leg and no boyfriend to lick it up. Oh no! Can you lick your own leg? So catchy. Hi! You recommended the Swedish Principe Valiente. Oh yeah! I probably wrote it down and just... Oh, you're right. Stay in Strangers in the Night. Principe Valiente. I will have written it down. And then just forgotten where I wrote it down, like an absolute numpty. Is Eminem my guilty pleasure? Well, I don't feel guilty about it, so... I like Eminem. I don't know why. I don't like hip-hop or rap, but I think just he's got this, like, he's funny, you know? Like, a lot of his songs, I don't really like his, like, serious songs so much, you know? But the ones that are, like, you know, all like a joke, or he's, like, making, you know, just the silly ones, like, those are quite entertaining. And he's obviously, like, you know, an absolute, like, pro-city genius. I was like, you know, I've sort of wondered if all like these great hip-hop artists, if they'd been born in the past, would they have become great poets? Same sort of thing, isn't it? Do New Zealanders tend to be unfriendly? No, Edie. On the contrary, New Zealanders are probably the friendliest people in the world. Like, well, maybe not in the world, but we're certainly up there. New Zealanders just have this attitude of being very chill, very relaxed, very informal, very trusting of each other. That's something that I never really realised until I spent time in other countries. We have very much a trust-based society, which I think people could really learn from. You're just like, oh, he'll be right, oh, she'll be right, everything will be fine, you know, you trust each other. So that's nice. New Zealanders are generally very friendly people, and people do find when they come to visit here, they're just like, you know, they tend to get quite relaxed themselves. Pepsi Blue. Oh, we don't have Pepsi Blue here anymore. We had it like 20 years ago or something. Oh, Natalie. Oh, thank you. You are loved. Wow. Oh, thank you so much, Natalie. I feel loved. You're loved right back. Here's a big... What? What? Did you catch it? That's so nice. That's so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. Do I like the band Ghost, Diana? Missed you. I don't. I'm sorry. I tried listening to it and I was like, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. You're obsessed with reality TV and get shit from your friends. What am I drinking, Dark Bats? I am ashamedly drinking Coca-Cola. Sugar-free. I just kind of wanted it. Favorite cult movie? I don't know. I don't know what my favourite one would be. Yes, Hayley, you can absolutely send a drawing to me. I would love that. Oh, Laura, you officially start your journey on becoming a doctor next month. Strict dress code for evening class. Ah, right, yeah, okay, becoming a doctor. Wow. Okay, that's amazing. You're gonna be awesome. Good on you. That's like a really excellent career and very, very important. Yes, I'm gonna say, just incorporate black and like little bits of macabre here and there if you can. But like, I mean, I guess that's the thing with being a doctor or a nurse or whatever, is you have to kind of be not intimidating. To say like old people or whatever, right? You have to make them feel comfortable and stuff. So I feel like if I was like, say, an undertaker, you know, and I like was sitting in a room with you at the funeral home, being like, we'll take good care of the corpse. I don't think that would work. Don't worry, your mother is safe with us. No, you can't see her right now. But I'd give us a bit of time to fix things up. You know, I mean, like there's certain jobs you have to appear kind of comfortable to everybody for, right? Anyway, but good on you, Laura. That's amazing. Mic sounds really good. Oh, good. It's actually like a fancy mic. And I just made it do a horrible... Oh, Freaks is a cult classic. Yeah, Candy JT. Yeah, I've seen that a long time ago. It was banned for years and years. It was banned like everywhere, wasn't it? Fascinating film. Selena! Ooh, thank you very, very much, Selena. Great to see you. Your mum, sister, and you are making apple butter. Yum. I don't think I've ever had apple butter. What's even involved in apple butter? You're making me hungry. I'd only just had a great big smoothie before I started this. Black suits me. Black suits everybody. Black's just a great shade. It's a great colour. It looks good on everybody. Ha Nguyen? Sorry, I've said that wrong probably. Since years ago, you're my favourite YouTuber. Oh, wow, thank you so much. Thank you for, you know, being around for such a long time. Sean and Squeak. Yes, enjoy level 2. Yes. Yes, literally just today, just this area, the Greater Wellington region are on like COVID alert level 2. Peach butter. James Boston loves apples. I don't even know if I don't know what apple butter really is, but it sounds good. Oh. A bit awkward to scratch your head when it's up in the hat that is like secured to your head with a weapon. Professional though, but eccentric. Yes, you'd be a good person to talk to, wouldn't you, PP? Because you've got a very serious like desk job, right? Desk job, corporate sort of environment, right? And you know, yeah, you have to kind of, you work within the confines. You've got sort of limitations of how you're allowed to look, and you fit within that. Cookie butter churros. Stop talking to me about like bad food that now I want. Do I ever eat churros? I've had churros a few times. I don't even have them here. I think we do. I think like the pizza place I worked at in the past had churros, but I never had them from there. I've had churros in Germany a few times. They're pretty yummy. Thank you, Kendra. Please do more touristy New Zealand things, Granny Witch. Oh, I will. A lot of the sort of touristy New Zealand things tend to be like adventure tourism, which is like not really for me. Like, you know, jumping off the mountains and skydiving and swinging through canyons and whitewater rafting and absorbs, stuff like that, which I just simply don't have the balls for. I bungee jumped once and I discovered that I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm not the kind of person who wants to like jump off a bridge for fun. That's the most Kiwi way of saying churro. What is? Churro. I think I described them in a video as like a sort of stick donut. They're pretty yummy. You wonder what German food is like? It's pretty good, Air Force. I like German food a lot. It's very meat and potatoes. Sorry, yeah, it's like, you know, it's very meat and potatoes. It's like quite straightforward, uncomplicated, yummy food. I really, really like German food. Hawke's Bay wine country if you're not into jumping out of the plane. Okay, I've never been to Hawke's Bay. I've hardly seen the North Island at all, actually. Have you ever tried cannoli? I think so. Well, I do a video on how to do eye makeup. I've done lots of makeup videos, and I pretty much do them all. Always do it the same. So, pretty much any of my I'm not very creative with makeup, obviously. People think like, oh, what's your YouTube channel about? It's like about beauty and makeup. It's like, no. That'd be pretty bloody boring if it were. Weta Workshop. Yes, Wounded Monk. I went to Weta Workshop a couple of years ago, I guess it was. Because I have a friend. Well, actually, I know a bunch of people who work there, but I have a friend who kind of. He's like, well, actually, while I was there, he was like part of the fucking tour. Like, he was, he makes chainmail. So like on the tour of Weta Workshop or whatever, which was really interesting and cool. He was like literally just sitting there making chainmail. He's, you know, fucking talented guys. Like he's made a lot of fucking chainmail for those films. The gym, but you live in America. Could I visit Hobbiton, Granny Witch? Yes, it is still there. That's quite a popular touristy spot. Basically, they built Hobbiton and then they just like left it there. Where they took down all the other sets, of course, because a lot of them were on people's private land or like, you know, they weren't built for it to last or whatever. But Hobbiton has remained ever since. I don't think it's all that far away from here either. Matamata is the name of the town it's in. What makeup brand is my eyeshadow and eyeliner today? It's a combination of NYX and Catrice Cosmetics. So basically just like drugstore brands. Nothing fancy. What's better than knitting? Nothing's better than knitting. Knitting's great fun. Don't listen to a video game right now, you're listening. Oh, you sound quite busy, Drop the Dragonfly. How do I keep my makeup from looking cakey? Autumn is here. I found the trick is to actually not put too much on. I've discovered, and I used to, as you may have noticed, cake it on, like really like thickly apply it. But in the last while, I've been looking after my skin better, so I don't have to cake it on quite so much. But my actual skin's just like a bit better than it was. But I found that like skin that looks like skin looks nicer, like a bit more natural, and it lasts better than like really like packing on the grease paint. And I mean that's certainly a look of its own, which is wicked, but I've found, and it lasts better, it doesn't sort of crack or go cakey or whatever if I just don't put that much on. So like I'll put on like one single very like light layer of foundation, and I have like one of those, you know, teardrop shaped sponges, you know, just like very very gently like blend it in all over, and then like I'm using a loose powder over that, and that's it. Feels like way better. I don't know, it just doesn't go cakey. Also, it's certainly, I mean, the thing is with formulas, there's so many different foundations out there, and everybody's skin is different. So it can be a bit of trial and error. Oh, well, it's not a beauty blender, it's a knockoff one, Kiki. It's a knockoff beauty blender. From like Thin Lizzy, I think, actually. But, you know, the same thing, you make it wet, and yeah. Everybody's skin is different. So, like, you know, for example, my favourite foundation, one of my friends finds it goes really icky on her. So, like, you know, everybody's like skin is different, and what formula works for one person will not work for somebody else. So it can be a bit about trial and error, finding what works for you. Fashion Addict. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. For younger girls, ooh, maybe. But I've always, I mean, it depends how old you mean when you say younger girls. When I was a younger girl, I went to modelling lessons in order to improve my walk and my posture and that kind of thing. Catwalk modelling lessons to give me a bit of, you know, sort me out basically. And they taught us how to put on makeup, and basically they said, if you're like under a certain age, you don't need to wear makeup at all, and you shouldn't. And it's true. I don't think that girls, say like 14, 13 years, they don't need to wear makeup. Like you can, but like you don't. It does make you look older, and it can be a bit of fun. But I think like, you know, just like a little bit, if you're going to wear any at all, a little bit could look quite nice. But like, you don't really need to wear any. Am I into any anime, Travis? I'm actually not. I'm not into anime. I seem like the sort of person who would be, but I'm not. People have told me I should go watch Castlevania. So like I looked into it and I was like, nah. I used to really like Kurushitsuji, Black Butler. That was my favourite anime. It's the only one I've ever like religiously watched all of, but I'm not like into anime. Thank you, Espreezy. A lot of people say I should cosplay Lady Dimitrescu lately. I'll try and give it a crack. I really don't know how I'm going to do it though. Is there an album, Maynard Green, that I can listen to over and over? Greetings from Mexico. Greetings from New Zealand. Yes, for sure. I can... Well, I always maintain my favourite band is definitely Rammstein, so I can listen to like most of their albums repeatedly. Liebe ist für alle da is a great album. I've been listening to that a lot lately. And, I always say I really love the band The Devil in the Universe. I just find them kind of different. It's really percussive, and I really like percussion. So, they brought out an album not that long ago, which I literally have a physical copy of in the next room, called fuck. Oh my god, I'm just having like a ridiculous. It's the 60s themes one. Oh my god, well, I'm just having I'm like thinking, my brain just like, here's the name of all the tracks on it. I'm like, no. Endgame 69. Fucking duh. Yes. The 60s themed one. Satanic Panic themed one. Yeah, so I can, like, that's a fucking great album. But my favourite album from them is, and I'm gonna say it wrong, Benedicere. It's got a Latin name. So like, that's a fucking great album. I've received as gifts that album about like 3 times. So like, yeah, I've got it in. I was given the record twice, and I was given like the special edition box set like from the band, which was like fucking. It was so cool. It had like a communion wafer in it and stuff. It's like the Christian mythology themed album, and I also bought it digitally, so like I have like a lot. I have that album like 4 times. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, there's like another great album. Oh, there's like several Rammstein albums that I just really like. I don't think there are any that I don't particularly like. Yeah. Anyway, TRST. No, I'm afraid I don't know it, Tom. So yes, I like Soap Returnus, Alexander. You've been obsessed with Rammstein lately. Excellent, Michael Myers. Good on you. What's for dinner tonight? Well, I do have some leftover potatoes from yesterday, so something involving potatoes will be tonight's dinner. Isn't that exciting? We had chicken cordon bleu last night. Chicken cordon bleu sounds fancier than it is, doesn't it? Do you have a Spotify playlist? Do I have Spotify you can follow? Yeah. You can, I mean, Mr. L can link this playlist for you. I don't have much on there that's actually like public, but this playlist I do like to share. I'm alright, Prince Bloodgrave. How are you? Sorry, Bloodgrove. How Irish of me, potatoes. Well, I'm 20% Irish apparently. So, Sehnsucht. You can rage to real good. Yeah, that's a great song. Sehnsucht versteckt sich wie ein Insekt. Etc. Workout music. What time is it? It's 5:40 p.m. I did hear about the Satan shoes, yes. I think the sort of hubbub about that has died down now. Would I ever become vegan? I would not. I'm sorry, Maynard Green, I would not ever become vegan. No offense. Please, by all means, eat whatever you want. But I could not be vegan. I couldn't do it. I don't want to. I never could. Sorry. Not just because I like meat, I like dairy a lot. And I love ice cream. I love milk in my tea, just like milk. I love cheese and butter and those sorts of things, yogurt, and I could never go without. I love honey. I could never go without those sorts of things. I'd be sad. You could never give up cheese till you get panda neither. You can't live without milk. My favourite ice cream flavour? That's a difficult question, Tom. Well, actually, no, it's not. There's a flavour you can only get here, and I've only ever seen it in the South Island. It's called Gold Rush, sometimes Gold Strike. And the ice cream itself is honeycomb flavour, so like hokey pokey we call honeycomb here. You know what honeycomb is? Hokey pokey? So they're like golden crunchy candy. So there's like the ice cream itself is golden colour, and it's got chocolate covered hokey pokey bits in it. Fuck, it's good. So good. Anyway, Jasmine M. Oh, thank you very much, Jasmine. What does that say? Oh, number one. Oh, thank you. Cheers to you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Oh. Thank you very, very much, Jasmine. No, we don't smoke, Sean and Squeak. We do not smoke. We don't smoke anything, actually. Hootfiend over here, Mr. L, he loves Goody Gumdrops. That is an excellent, excellent flavour of ice cream. I love Goody Gumdrops. Yummy. Oh yes, lavender ice cream. I have had that. It's very good. I like flower flavoured things. We used to have a lavender yogurt here a million years ago, which was not around for very long, shock, but it was delicious. Cookies and cream ice cream is also good. Cookie dough, oh yum. Oh, I love anything salted caramel flavoured. Green tea flavoured desserts. Oh yes, Yasmin, I do. Oh, I had some green tea ice cream when I was in this wee Japanese place in Essen, actually, in Germany. I went to get something to eat before I went round to my friend's house, my dear Valentine. And it was like this sort of all-you-can-eat Japanese. It was really strange. You had like a wee tablet, like an iPad on your table, and you sort of placed up to 3 orders at a time of like what thing you wanted. You just placed your order, and then they would like bring it to you. It was cool. It was great. And they had this delicious green tea ice cream. Oh, it was so good. My hat looks like a giant black cookie, Travis. Well, you've got food on the brain now. Oh, Rocky Road. Oh, yes. God, you're making me want ice cream. We've got ice cream in the freezer. We've got boysenberry stracciatella. Boysenberry ice cream in New Zealand has got to be the number 2 most boring ice cream flavour after vanilla. And it's funny because it doesn't exist everywhere. Apparently boysenberry is really just an Antipodean thing, and when I was in the UK the first time, nobody had heard of boysenberries before. I went on a date with a chef who'd never heard of boysenberries, and I'm like, how have you not heard of boysenberries? And then you know those innocent smoothies they have in Europe? Well, one with a boysenberry in it came out, and it had a description on the back of what they are. I'm like, weird, man. You've never heard of it either. Weird, Kiki. Well, I mean, it's just a thing. It's just like as boring as a raspberry. You know, they're a hybrid berry. They're a cross between a blackberry and a loganberry. So they're like a very large, long blackberry-looking thing, but they're kind of burgundy coloured, sort of like reddish purple. So very yummy. And we've got some boysenberry ice cream in the freezer with chocolate chips in it. It's yummy. It's very creamy and good. Favourite potato chips? They are asking all the serious questions, Maynard. I just like plain salted kettle chips. Really? I noticed in Germany, paprika flavoured chips were a big thing. So like Hungarian paprika chips. Ungarisch, often called. And we don't have that flavour here. My favourite flavour of chips doesn't exist anymore, and I've never been able to figure out what it was. When I was at school, there was this brand, we called them kiwi chips, because they had a picture of a kiwi on the front, and they were like tangy flavoured, and they were amazing. They were so good. We were like, oh, the tangy kiwi chips. And the company doesn't exist anymore, and we will never know what that flavour was. They were so good. But yeah, I like a bit of old, just like a bit of the old really salted. A new account, you've been subbed since 2016. Oh, this is your first live here, Glow Ghost. Never heard of loganberries. Yeah, no, loganberries are a thing that exist. Yeah, kettle chips. Kettle chips is where it's at. Now I want kettle chips. Oregon Marionberries. You're Irish living in Australia for nearly 3 years. You've run as a Kiwi. Never heard of that ice cream? What? What? Dairy-free ice cream. Are they usually like coconut based? I kind of figure if you become a vegan, you must have to like coconut. It was like, because everything seems to be coconut, or like most of the dairy replacements seem to be coconut, which is fine if you like coconut. I noticed when I've done keto, you have to really like almonds. It's one of the things that is like a common replacement for practically fucking everything, especially flour, is almonds. And you get bloody sick of almonds when you're doing keto. You hate coconut and pineapple. Oh no. So no Malibu pineapple you for a teacup panda. Raspberry chipotle chocolate sauce? What the hell, Oliver? I like raspberry vinegar, that shit's delicious. Lingonberries, I've heard of those. It's, your first live YouTube. Yes, I feel like I've seen you on Twitch before. Lemon meringue pie. Yes, raspberry lemonade's lovely. Carpety sorbet is pretty good. My favourite Mine Hurts Pint version is the standard kind of heavy version. What about you? I love singing along to that song. It's really beautiful. All the lyrics are lovely. Dark, spooky. Hello, Val Queen. Hi. Oh, lavender lemonade would be yummy. Did somebody ask a question before about charcoal ice cream? You should always be careful with charcoal anything. I know it's very trendy to have charcoal and stuff, but as I've said in my charcoal related food videos, approach edible charcoal with caution, as if you take medication, it can absorb your medication and stop it from working. Oh, Hurt Slide, yeah. Oh, they've just so many lovely songs. I feel kind of bad because some of my favourite Rammstein songs are the ones with like very dark, like uncomfortable subject matter, but like have just like really beautiful music. Like I love Hallelujah, for example. Like that song's like, it's about like priests and little boys, but like it's just a beautiful song. I love it. And also hang a fucking moment. Ein Spiel mit mir. There's a song where like it's about like two brothers sharing a bedroom, and one of them's just like, hey, can you like help me fall asleep, little brother? And it's like a bit fucking weird, but it's just like it's a great sounding song. One of my latest Rammstein songs I'm just desperately in love with is Spring. So dark. Love it. Scariest movie I've ever watched. You guys some good questions. I don't know. Anything to do with space freaks me out. I don't know. I'm not really like into horror films. Like, so things that really scare me are like space stuff. Like, honestly, Mr. Al and I, like last year, tried to watch Ad Astra, and I started to have a panic attack. There's just something about space that fucks with me. Concrete Blonde does sound familiar, actually. Oh, Mind Tile, that's an excellent song. Yeah, that song's like about that that guy that wanted to commit suicide by being eaten by a cannibal in Germany. So I guess Mind Tile, and they shared his thingy. That's the first thing they did. They cut off, cooked, and ate together his thingy, and so that's like what that song is about. Is them like eating the thingy. And it's like, you are what you eat. It's so funny. I haven't seen Aliens. I actually don't want to, although I probably ought to, because Aliens is often referenced as being like a good example of story structure, which is something I've agonized over. I've seen The Grudge. I think I might have, but I don't know. Maybe a very, very long time ago. Oh yes, Glow Ghost, the one where Sandra Bullock gets lost in space. Same. That one freaked me out. What was it called? Gravity or something? The scariest part of that Sandra Bullock film was when she's like, just the breathing, the sound of her like breathing inside her spacesuit, like, it was terrifying. Rosenrot is a good song. Yes, Gary Newman, yes, of course. I've got some Gary Newman on this playlist, actually, I think. Ugh. Psychological horror. Oh yeah, that shit. I can't even watch psychological horror. It just freaks me out too much. You know the story you heard on True Crime Podcast? I know, it's a great story, isn't it? And it's true. Zonna. Oh, that's a great song. I mean, they have very few songs that aren't good. Till Lindemann. Oh, I finally watched his latest release because he's got a side project, which is fucking excellent. Fucking excellent. I love it. He released on International Children's Day. He released a song called "I Hate Children," Ich hasse Kinder, and it's great. And the music video is great. And he's just announced that it's actually going to also be a short film. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see it. He's such an amazing artist, that man. Like, he is a god of art. Like, just a lot of his like little solo things he's done are beautiful, and like his music videos and Rammstein's videos are just like, they're great videos and really, really artistic. Genau, Oliver. Exactly. It's so funny. That sounds good, Alexander, actually. Tofu! Hey! How are ya? Ska! Glad to catch the stream. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you like the hat. I keep saying I've been wearing this hat a lot just because I can't like it. And also I've been too lazy to do my hair. It's easier to style your hair around a hat than just doing it. You don't want to see aliens. Oh, oh, the movie. Yeah, no. Oh, his visuals are amazing. What did I watch the other day? What the hell was it called? It was called like Every Day is Sunday or something like that. And it was a very beautiful, sad song. And the whole video was in black and white. And it was like listening to a sad lullaby. And the music video was very, very artistic, and I'm not entirely sure what it meant, you know, like he was getting fucked up and then he goes on stage with this little puppet that's like playing a violin, and the puppet's like alive, and everybody in the audience is like hanging from a noose, and it's weird. And then he hangs himself on stage, and then everybody, like, he falls down from the noose, and then everybody falls down from their noose, and then they all have like this massive party, and it's like beautiful and sad. Oh, I'm glad you've caught this stream, Tophil. We've got another 30 minutes, so it's quite a bit of time, isn't it? Yeah, Emily, we actually just finished watching. We finally got around to finish watching the What We Do in the Shadows series the other day. When I started watching the second season, I thought that the second season wasn't as good as the first season, but we'd only seen the first 3 episodes, and it got better. It got way better, and I was like, oh my god! No spoilers, but that one episode, like Laszlo episode, where he's like Jackie Dakota, or sorry, whatever his name was, Daytona. That's right, Jackie Daytona. Was like, it was great. It was such a funny episode. I loved that. It was such a great show. It was hilarious. It was. I finally started watching the show Wellington Paranormal, which is like the same makers. It's a spin-off. So if you remember in the movie of What We Do in the Shadows, there was the 2 police, O'Leary and Minogue. Anyway, so like they've got their own spin-off show now, Wellington Paranormal, and I watched the first season the other day, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. It's so funny. So we just started watching the second season of it. It's really good. And now I'm absolutely fucking kicking myself, because for the most recent season that they shot, they were looking for extras, and I was like, I should apply, and I didn't, because it was like when we were moving house, and I was feeling a bit, there was just too much going on as it was. So I didn't apply, and I'm like, damn, I should have! I would love to have been involved in that. Never mind, I mean, unless they make another season of it, I don't know. But, Hayley Dawn, yes, you can send things through Instagram. It's probably the best way to send pictures. I mean, I actually check Instagram. Yeah, I love all the characters, Sharon. Laszlo's great. I don't know, they're all great. They're just all really good characters. I think Nandor's hilarious. Like, she's such a funny character. I think it must actually be quite hard to write characters where all of them are stupid, you know? You know, like, for example, Blackadder. Like, in the show of Blackadder, like, everybody's an idiot except for Blackadder. Like, everyone's just, like, dumb. And I'm like, that actually must be quite hard to write. A thing where, like, all the characters are a bit, like, thick. I'm not interested in Vampire Diaries, Chris Phoenix. Sorry, I've tried. I've seen it. I'm aware of it, but it's one of those things that bothers me because everybody's hot, everybody's young and attractive, and I don't know why, but that sort of thing annoys me. Brian, hey, beautiful, great to see you. Well, thank you. Hope everything in your world is best it can be. Much love headed your way. Oh, much love headed back to you. There you go. Can you feel it? Love. Sorry, that was extremely lame. Oh yeah, things are alright, I suppose. They're okay. Sun's out today. Not that I can tell because this room is an absolute cave. This is Mr. Owl's little room. Naturally, the first thing he did upon moving into it was blacking out the windows. So, not a tiny little beak of sunshine can make its way in. Thank you so much, Brian. I hope you're doing well. Is everything as good for you as it could be? No, I haven't, Scott Murray. Sweet Tooth. What's that about? Oh yeah, Blackadder is one of my favourite programs of all time. And yes, I've seen Queen of the Damned. I'm glad I saw the Queen of the travesty. I'm glad I saw the Queen of the Damned movie before I read the book, because I would have been annoyed. Because I really love the movie and I love the soundtrack of that movie. I bought it. Like, I've listened. I love that soundtrack. It's amazing. And but it's very different from the book. So I feel like if I had become attached, it's one of those things, if I'd become attached to the book, I wouldn't have liked the film. So I'm glad I got to, like, enjoy the film and then, you know, and then read the book later and be like, oh, this is actually very different. Tanjito? You mean like is it House of Thousand Corpses that we're thinking of? Because I couldn't actually get through it. It was too weird. It's a freaking demon witch goat in the living room, Laszlo. I know, it's great. We're all friends, Natasha. We're family. No, it's true. It is a great soundtrack. Oh yeah, Mighty Smart. Yes, I was very much into Mighty Smart and Malice Mizer in my teenage years. Mana, maybe obviously, was one of my like hair bows. I had this really nice picture of Mana. Oh, I actually had a couple of pictures of Mana on my bedroom wall. No, Kit Kat, I haven't seen that. I've only seen the original Charmed Tom, the one with like fuck me. What are the bloody actresses' names? You know, the one from the 90s or whenever it was. Or the early 2000s, whenever it was made. I used to quite like that. It's probably very dumb. Probably if I watched it now, I'd think it was dumb, but you read Queen of the Damned, then saw the movie, and you raged. See, I'm glad I avoided that. You're not family, just a neighbour. That's right, you're in the neighbourhood. You write all the angst poetry you want, thy cardinal. Alyssa Milano. Yes, that girl. And the other ones. Rose McGowan was in it for a bit. After the chick that played Prue, like, left. That was awkward. It was really awkward how they covered that, because basically in that show, they could see ghosts. So, like, they would speak to the ghost of their mother a lot. But Prue, the actress, was just like, she just like walked off the show, right? She's like, Shannon Doherty, that's it. Yes, thank you, Chase. And so like they just made her like die in the show, and they're like, well, can we talk to her? Can we like talk to her spirit? No, she isn't ready. She might not be ready for a while. It was like really awkward. And then suddenly they've got this other sister. But I don't know, I guess they did it. Oh, I didn't hear that, Woman in Corset. I expected it would happen. Marilena, I don't know, I have to check up. I mean, I think they've banned all like large gatherings in Germany up until September. It's gonna fuck everything again. I did watch the new Sabrina, Jacob. Did you like it? Because I thought it was fucking lame. I'm sorry, but it was so cheesy. And it was, frankly, a little bit offensive to followers of the left-hand path. But, I mean, the writing was good enough that I kept wanting to watch it. You know, like the writing of the new Sabrina it was nothing like the old Sabrina. The writing was good enough that I wanted to keep watching it, but the characters in it were just, none of them were believable characters. They were all ridiculous. Everybody was beautiful looking. It was like, and Hilda and Zelda, it's like, there's no way in hell you two are sisters. Not only did they not look the same, but they didn't have, they all alike, but they had different accents. And I just didn't really like any of the characters, and I thought all the names were bloody cheesy. Like, what was that guy's name? Faustus Blackwood. It's like, ooh. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was, yeah. It was cool, but it was like I said, but like borderline offensive to followers of the left-hand path. Also, that fucking scandal that they had by stealing that fucking statue, it's like, it was kind of like they did 5 minutes of homework on the occult and then like made it, you know, like they did the minimum amount of research into like Satanism and witchcraft and stuff like that, made a program out of it. And you know, they looked for like, say, like statues of Satan or something and imitated the Satanic Temple? Fuck, I always get confused between the Satanic Temple and the Church of Satan. One of them has that, like, you know, that statue that they designed specifically of, like, you know, Baphomet on a throne with like a little girl and a little boy at the side. And that was their own statue that they designed and had made. And it's very different. It's distinctive from what Baphomet usually looks like, because Baphomet is meant to be 50-50 everything, right? That's like the point of this. He, she, it. It is a representation of balance. So if you look at Baphomet, it's an animal and it's a human. It's the day and the night. It's a fish and a bird. It's male and female. So like Baphomet has female breasts, but like you know, a male body otherwise, and the head of a goat, and has scales and wings, and you know, 2 moons and tra-la-la-la, and has like solvae coagula on its arms, so like, you know, separating and coming together. It's meant to be like, you know, balance, both, a bit of everything. Anyway, but that specific statue, they took away the breasts and just gave Baphomet a male body entirely, and they said they tried to represent the male and female aspect of it by having the little girl and the little boy, and they used that exact statue in the Sabrina show, and they were like, you stole our shit, that's ours, you stole it, you did it wrong. And I was, yeah, it was like, actually it was pretty bad. Like, I think they had to fork out for doing that. They got in trouble for doing it. Anyway, so there was that. Do a remake of what? Of Buffy? No, I was never into Buffy, but I know that people who were into Buffy. Oh, again with the whole, why do they keep bloody doing remakes of stuff? Do something new. Fuck. Stop being like, well, there's a pre-sold audience for this, so we'll definitely make money from it. Make something fucking new! Jesus! I have not seen the new Conjuring, or the old one. Run out of ideas, I know. Edgy Riverdale and edgy Sabrina. I loved the Sabrina in the 90s. Like, Salem was fucking hilarious. And Salem in the new Sabrina was pointless. Like, he never did anything. He was just, like, he was just there. But Salem, like, it was a completely different kind of show, you know? It was like a sort of light-hearted sitcom in the 90s. Melissa Joan Hart, was that the actress's name? And Salem was like one of the best characters ever. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. You want another Carrie Rage movie? Hang on. It's a Rocky Horror remake? I haven't actually seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think I've seen like part of it, but I actually haven't seen it. Yeah, Salem was a great like little puppet animatronic Salem. It was brilliant. Double gasp. El Chops. Oh, thank you. Thanks very much, El Chops. If I went to California, I think it would be a bit too hot for me, and I would sizzle away and die. I have been to California before, and it was so hot there, I was like, sweet freaking Jesus. If I go outside, I'm going to turn into dust. Very, very hot there. But, great fun. I would love to come to California. I will eventually go to California. again when it's possible to travel and do things. It's hot, don't come. Someone asked before how the winter's going here. It doesn't feel like winter here. It doesn't really get cold in this part of the country, in my opinion. It just gets wet. It doesn't even frost. It just gets wet and windy and kind of bleh. It's like, oh no, it's 0 degrees today. Maybe. It doesn't really get that cold. It's like down south where I'm from, we have real winter. So it gets like real fucking snowy and really, really cold, and you're out there in the morning scraping ice off your car, warming up the engine, and you know, it's like actually like it's winter, you know, whereas here it's just like half-assed. It's just like sort of autumn plus. Morning from UK. Good morning, Laura and Steve. Must be pretty early there. Looks literally 60. Ugh, I don't understand Fahrenheit. I try, but I can't. I know there's like a very simple way you can kind of like translate it into Celsius, but I don't know what that is, and my brain doesn't do numbers. Yeah, Annex, that would be funny. The Satanic Church contacts you and says, hey, you stole our shit and you owe us. I guess that's pretty much what happened. They like sued them. 90 is hot, 60 is cold. Thanks, Tom. That that helps. Good morning from Germany, Pocket Wolf. Good morning. You like the snow, Michael Mars? I love the snow. Winter was always my favourite season growing up, but up here it's just like pathetic. So I love the snow. And also I was only ever into winter sports, so it was good for me. I did ice skating my entire childhood up until I was 15 when our rink closed down, and badminton, which is strangely also a winter sport. So I was always much more of a winter gal. I'm not in black and white, Jessie. It seems like I am, but I'm not. It's quite desaturated, this, because I'm in front of a green screen. So, but if I poke out my tongue, it's a little bit pink. It's the only thing that's a little bit coloured on me. Oddities collector. Moi. Yes. Naturally. Not much here. All my stuff's overseas. About singing the worst pies in London. Should I like rap that? That sounds like a real challenge. When I do, I can kind of sing if I practice. I need to practice for a while before I can like actually sing and not sound dreadful. I was having a bit of a sing the other day. We set up our PA system in the living room because now we've got room for that, and the microphone. I was having a bit of a DIY karaoke session, and I was like, fuck me, I can't sing anymore, and so I'm really, really out of practice. Yes, I was doing it at midnight. Sorry, Mr. L, you were in bed. And yeah, so but when I do practice singing, it's much easier for me to sing very high songs for some reason. So yes, I can comfortably sing The Worst Pies in London. I can comfortably sing Mrs. Lovett's bits in that film. Anyway, good morning from South Africa. Good morning, Marty. Good morning from New Zealand. My go-to karaoke song, Yasmin. Good question. I like to sing well, when I'm challenging myself, I sing Kate Bush. I quite like to sing Garbage because it's not too hard. And I'd like, there's a Garbage song, if I had a band and talent, I would like to cover one day and like make it more goth. And because I think that'd be great. I like to sing Susie Sue, which is probably really obvious, but that's one of my go-to karaoke songs. You sing alone in your room, yeah. You love Kate Bush, yeah, and Kate Bush is your hero, yeah. My Immortal by Evanescence is your go-to. Oh, that's a lovely song, isn't it? Excuse me. How am I, Mr. L, doing? Pretty well. Abusement Park, he's sat a few feet away from me right now, moderating this chat. We're all good. Ah, yes, London After Midnight. I love this song. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. Happy Solstice. Oh yeah, so it is. Garbage have a new album, you think? Really? Have they? Oh, there's his hand. There he is. The original Portrait Bomb. Speaking of that show. Oingo Boingo. Yeah. London After Midnight. You tried singing a Rammstein song, you sounded like a dying cow. You're glad no one was in the house at the moment. No Gods, No Masters. Ah. Oh my god, Garrus, no, I can never ever watch that film again. No. When I was at film school, one of my teachers there, who turned out to be, I didn't realise at the time, one of my friend's dad, was my teacher. He decided, he started this little the Wellington Cinephile Club. So, and because it was mostly my friends going, I ended up going. And so we had a cinema there, so you could screen anything you wanted. And so he screened all three of the Tetsuo movies in a row. I'd never heard of them, but I went because all my friends were there. And it took me days to recover. My brain was so fucked after watching those movies. I'm like, that was when I realised I don't like art films. Never, even just thinking about it is like, no, not for me, sorry. You're obsessed with The Crow, you watched it every day, Safari. Oh, I watched every day for 2 weeks when I was on school holiday once. I watched Sleepy Hollow. I always say it's my favourite movie, but I haven't watched it for such a long time. Oh, Tofu, good night back. Oh, I'm meant to go to bed. Catch you, Mr. L, on the next one. Lots of hugs back. Thank you so much, Tofu. Thanks for being here, and you get into your nice, warm, soft bed and have a lovely sleep with lots of nice dreams, I hope. I had a dream the other night that I was building a wall made of bananas. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was doing. So, good night to you, Tofu. See you next time. Bye. And Alexander M. Thank you very much, Alexander. Do you have anything you want to say or ask, or are you just being nice to me? Thank you so much. Thanks very much, Alexander. Here's one for you too. Did you feel it? Did it hit you right there? You miss concerts so much, me too. What books are my favourites? Autumn is here. I've always said that my favourite books are probably the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, because that's fucking hilarious. Best books. But actually my favourite author is P.G. Wodehouse. So, and he's got tons and tons of books and short stories, so I love P.G. Wodehouse. Alistair, there was an earthquake in Peru a few hours ago. Was it a big one, Alistair? Are you alright? Ooh, because Peru does get pretty big earthquakes, don't they? And there's something I can very much relate to, unfortunately. Earthquakes are scary. Oh, Quentin, good luck to you. I mean, you've obviously got a more ironclad brain than I do. You met Christopher Lee? Wow, that's so cool. Oh, Amara! Oh, I'm only here for another 10 minutes or so. But that's good, that's still time. Ooh, Korean barbecue. Oh, I love Korean barbecue. Unfortunately, the Korean barbecue that I've seen here is too authentic. And it's not like, I had Korean barbecue in America, in New Jersey, and I was like, this shit's fucking great. I was like, I could eat this all the time. It was so good. But I found a place near where we were living before that does Korean barbecue, and I was like, looking at the menu going, everything is organs. It was all giblets and kidneys and intestines, like everything on the menu pretty much was organs. I'm like, no, I don't want that. Anyway, so yeah, you're in love with Johnny Depp. Fair enough. Johnny Depp is a beautiful man. Is that your name too? Oh, no way! Really? It's been the absolute bane of my life, that bloody J, Autumn. Well, it's nice to meet another one. We're a rare breed. A cursed J. It was quite good being in Germany, actually, because people always pronounced it correctly, but they pronounced my surname wrong instead. No, I didn't eat kidneys. I have eaten kidneys before, and it's funny. The first time I ever ate kidneys, I didn't know it was a kidney, but I just knew. I was a child, I was at my grandma and granddad's house, and my dad's parents, they were farmers, and my granddad doodled off and bought pies back for lunch, and so I ate a pie, and I was like, this isn't a mince pie, this isn't a steak pie. I'm like, this isn't entirely a steak pie. And I was like, this is a steak and kidney pie. It has to be. Because it's like a really popular flavour here, right? Yeah, the texture is just wrong, right? It is. It's just like, this isn't right. And like, you know, I just knew. I'm like, this is a steak and kidney pie. I don't remember if I ate it. No, I haven't seen Ghibli movies, but I'm familiar with them. They're meant to be quite nice, aren't they? Like, kind of feel-good films. I do love haggis, Scott Murray. I'm a big fan of haggis. I'm gonna see if I can get it fresh here, because like you can get it in a can, but I don't know. There's just something about canned meat that's like, I don't know. Especially canned offal, it's like, I like haggis, but I know it's entirely offal. I know it's entirely organs, but I like it. It's good. I feel like it's mashed up enough that you can't, it's like a sausage. You eat a sausage and you know it's made of absolute crap, but you enjoy it anyway. And yeah. Oh, Mandrake, pie before bedtime. Oh, that's funny. Thanks so much, Mandrake. That's so cute. Pie. We were just talking about pies. Oh my god. You've never had Korean or Japanese food. You were trying some in October, Michael Myers. Really? Never before, my word. Okay, you're done with the meat chat. Gross. Sorry. Well, we were talking more about offal than meat. Sorry. Me too, amusement park. You wouldn't even believe how much I'm missing going to festivals. Seeing people. Ooh, steak and chips. Oh yeah. Sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie. Well, no, I haven't, Teacup Panda. I've had pumpkin pie in America once. It was out of season, but my friends that I was staying with, because they were really trying to give me like the American experience. So like she went out and like found a pumpkin pie for me to try, which was amazing of her, and I enjoyed it. It's funny because pumpkin here is it's a savory thing. How the fuck is haggis illegal in the USA? That sounds that sounds crazy. Why? It's you should eat offal. It's good for you. It's gross. But, what's it? Heart, lungs, and liver boiled inside a stomach? Anyway. Bye-bye, Chase. See ya. Favourite wine? I'm a bit of a Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling or Pinot Gris fan. I like black pudding, Scott Murray. I like black pudding very much. But honestly, liver's incredibly good for you. Liver's really high in iron. Very good for you. It's one of the most irony foods you can have. That make you get crazy. Yeah. White pudding, give and take. Black pudding, big fan of. Yeah, I know. The lining of sausages, pig intestines. Favorite Mexican dish? Good question. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have a favorite Mexican dish. I don't think I even know that many Mexican dishes. The thing is, I really want to go to Mexico. I really do. So, I think when I've been to Mexico and eaten the food there, then I will know what my favorite Mexican dish is, because then it will be like authentic. It'll be actual Mexican food. Ricardo, Mr. L can share my Spotify playlist for you. I just want a big black sombrero. Well, naturally. But I also have a lot of friends in Mexico, and it's an interesting country that I don't know very much about. So I'd quite like to go there. Alright, see you, Vanessa. Shitty guy. What the shitting fuck are you doing over there, Hoot Fiend? Because of lung fluid and stomach acid being involved. That's ludicrous, Banna McYammer. Stomach acid is actually, well, it was, rennet. That was one of the, you know, ingredients for making cheese. Yes, I know that Kinder eggs are illegal there. It's crazy because of, like, choking hazard. It's like, Kinder eggs are illegal, but guns are fine. Like, that's what the rest of the world thinks, honestly. We're just like, Really? I don't know. Kinder eggs are great. They're great when you're a child. They're yummy and they're so fun. Anyway, I love haggis. And someone asked what's black pudding. It's blood pudding. It's like a sort of dense, very dark sausage. And then you cut it into slices, you fry it in a bit of butter, and it's great for breakfast. Lovely. I'm a cat person. Yeah, not into dogs. You want to go to Romania? I've been to Romania. I'd like to go back. I want to go back with it's very hard to get around there. The bed encompasses all lungs fluids. Oh, weird, man. Because of lungs, specifically sheep lungs. That's bloody silly. Well, I feel that's crazy. It's really crazy. Why? It's perfectly safe to eat. You can't even eat sheep lungs if you feel like it. What about mutton? How much is mutton a thing in the USA? Because down in the south of New Zealand, where I'm from, mutton pies are a big deal. They're more popular than any other kind of pie. It's all lungs, not just sheep. That is so weird, man. No mutton. Mutton is the only thing at Ren fairs. In Utah, I've never heard of mutton. Huh. Well, that's really interesting. Lamb is expensive. Lamb's infinite. I'm not hugely into mutton. I don't like mutton pies. I feel like I'm a traitor to my hometown. Basically, I only found out quite recently that the mutton pie is basically just an evolution of the Scotch pie, because my home area is a Scottish settlement. So Scotch pie's fucking nasty, and basically like they're the same thing, but they're bigger and like better. That's like a big fat pie, like this thick, oily as fuck. Big puddle of dried oil on congealed oil on the top. I used to work at a service station, petrol station, and or a gas station, you call them in the USA, and we had a pie warmer, and like half of the pies on the warmer were mutton pies. The other half was just everything else, and they always sold. And one day there was one left, so I tried it. I was like, well, these must be great. You know, all the blokes who worked the wharf there would come up, get a wee bit of brown sauce, have their mutton pie for lunch. And I tried one, I was like, ugh! My mum loves them. She's like, oh yeah, I love a mutton pie. Oh. She said the sign of a good one is when you bite into it and all this oil drips out of it. I'm like, ugh. Mind you, I mean, I don't like mutton in any form. It's just kind of yucky. I mean, I guess it's got this really like distinctive flavour that you have to kind of probably eat a lot growing up in order to like. Alexander, oh, I've loved you as a figure to get me to love my dark self. Such a huge fan. I love the kiss, so romantic. Babe move for sure, goth needs survival. Thank you so much, Alexander. Thank you. Oh, and I'm glad you've learned to love your dark self. Embrace your shade. Here's another romantic kiss. I don't know how romantic that was. I'm trying. Oh, thank you so much. That's really, really sweet. A1 or HP sauce. I'm not sure if I know A1 sauce, so I'm just going to have to say HP. HP sauce is the way to go. It's a delicious sauce. Never tried mutton. You're not really missing out. Lamb gyros, mutton chops, my lord. Mutton can't... It can be got from specialty butchers. Mutton's big where you live, Tack. Black Crow. You're not vegan and you're a single mom. Most of your meat comes from industrial stock farms. Ah, oh, that's no good. Oh dear. We have to go to a butcher. Yeah, oh, definitely. Like, meat from... I'm really sorry for, like, the vegetarians and vegans listening and being, like, grossed out by meat. But, like, the best meat you can get is what they call happy meat. Meat that has been, like, from, you know, that, like, from cattle or whatever that have had good lives, that aren't killed horribly. That the things they want, you want them to not be stressed out. That's why you should, if you can, buy stuff from, like, independent butchers and farmers or whatever, farmers markets, that kind of thing. It's infinitely better than getting it from, like, a factory farm, that kind of thing. Frog's legs are good, are they? I've never had frog's legs. How much do I bench? I can't bench anything. I'm weak as fuck. I've got a very weak upper body, which is pathetic. I've gone to the gym before and been like, you know, I'll just try and do like one pull-up, and I'm like, I can't. I'm pathetic. I've got very strong legs though. I just sort of evolved them. It doesn't matter if I do no exercise for a long time. I have really strong legs. I've got superwoman legs. Like, if I do work out, I just get like super hairy legs. They get like really muscular. I think it's because when I mentioned before, I did ice skating my entire life growing up, and you need a lot of leg power for that. Not so much upper body strength, but like leg power. So basically, yeah, 10 years of ice skating. So I feel like, you know, my growing body was like, we need strong legs. So I got that, and yeah, that's it. The rest of me is just like a fat marshmallow. All the girls, you know, have upper body, but they have super ripped legs. Yeah, yeah. I went to when I joined the gym ages ago. Obviously, I haven't been for a while. I joined the gym ages ago. They give you like a free session with a personal trainer. And like he was going along, like showing me how to use all the equipment and stuff, and being like, okay, we're just gonna put that one up to 5 kilos, you know. Well, like the arms and everything was like, you know, really like low, and you were right down like what weight you could lift. And as soon as we went on to like the leg press, he's like, shit. I'm like, I know, a strong ass. Anyway, oh, Glow Ghost. I'm glad I caught you, Belfry Bet Forever. I loved you, Mr. I'll love back to you. Yeah, Belfry Bet Forever. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, forever. We all live in some sort of... We all flap around in our big spooky belfry overlooking some kind of haunted city. I don't know. Aw, thank you so much. I'm so glad you... I'm glad you were able to come along too. And it's been 2 hours, so I think it's time to go, actually. The reason I stopped caring about people think about you being goth. Awesome, Maeve. Awesome. Good on you. Yeah, people are mostly just going to be like, cool. I like it. Buying one sheep is about $200 where you live. Raise their own. I want a goat. Mr. Owl is not really on board with the idea. But I may have been looking at goats the other day online just to see what they cost. I look at it as an investment. Anyway, hey, sheep are free if you steal them. But don't steal them, because that's very, very rude. Butcher meat is good grass-fed happy cow. Yes, you want happy. You had a goat before. Ugh, I want a goat. I want a goat so bad. Favorite cocktail? Mojito. Oh, Candy. Oh, thank you. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. It's my, like, love blow dart. That was weird. I'm sorry. I wouldn't mind chickens. That would be cool. I have a friend who has chickens, and she's like always posting pictures of her chickens. It's really cute. Except for someone's free will. Wait, what? What about your free will? Anyway.
If you steal it, it's no longer free.
If I steal it, it's no longer free. Righto. Don't steal things, especially not sheep. It's very bad manners. Sort of what makes the news here. I used to ice skate to music, but I don't now, because I don't. I roller skate now. Oh yes, Panic Surgery, thank you. Yes, I have a Twitch channel now, if anybody uses Twitch or you want to. My name is the same on there, because it's Black Friday, all one word. Girls have cooties. Ow! Yeah, so... Free spirit. Free sheep steal. I don't know. Last time I visited my aunt down in Bannockburn, she picked up a book of local history and just turned to this page and was like, Mackenzie the sheep stealer. Like, I don't know that story, but I want to read it. the true story of Mackenzie the sheep stealer. I thought that kind of sounded funny. I'm like, I want to like write a song called that or something. This is Dry Your Eyes by Ashcode. Ashcode's great. Look them up and listen to them because they're great. I was in their last music video and it was wicked. I was drunk in it. You can't probably tell, but I was very drunk in Ashcode's latest video. Alright, going. Those of you who are on my Patreon, come join. I'm going to go pee, maybe eat something. Let's be honest, I'm going to eat it in front of you because I always do, because I'm filth. Yes, those of you here on my Patreon, please hang out for a few minutes if you're still awake. We'll do our wee chat, and yeah, then I'm going to finish the video that I've nearly finished, and hopefully that should be up by tonight or tomorrow morning at the very latest. Yes, I hope you enjoy it. Oh, so much love back. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for being here and keeping me company. It's all been really... Kelvin, you're not just got here, have you? Oh, Emily! Oh, thank you so much, Emily. Been watching your vids since middle school. College starts in the fall. Wow. Love you both, wishing you the best. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and oh goodness me, all the best for college. How exciting, a new chapter of life. So much love to you. Thanks so much, Emily. Fuck yeah. And Tim Kirby, oh my god, thank you. Wow, okay, random. Thank you so much, Tim. You just being nice. You have a message? Oh, thank you, and I'm like just about to turn off. At least you get to say goodbye. Yeah, it's always such a shame. There always seems to, every single time I'm like, alright, bye. There'll be like several people who turn up, who arrive, and I'm like, no. No, I feel bad, but I have to go. Oh, thank you so much, Tim. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can, see you more next time. Yeah, I'll be back. Same time, same bat channel next week. Also, I'm doing Twitch on the weekend, so that's good bit of fun if you're about. Oh, Kelvin, thank you so much, Kelvin. Cheers. Cheers to you guys. Cheers. There we go. It's almost like we clinked glasses. Yeah, Atom, you ruled him. Cheers. Yes, autumn is here. Cool to meet another one. Doesn't happen very often. I've probably met 3 in my entire life. There's another girl here who's also a ginger who has the same name and is buzzy. Hearing people talk about her, it's like she's a bogan too. She's really fucking cool. I shot a music video with her in it quite a few years ago because she's bendy. She's like a contortionist. Anyway, we are an awesome community, I agree. Okay, time to go. Definitely time to go. Thank you very much, everybody, for those of you who've been like really generous. Wow. And thank you for keeping me company, making me smile. And I hope you enjoyed the next video. I managed to omit the blood parts of it, so it's not gory. It's a learning experience. Alright. See you all and see my Patreon fam in a few minutes. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Take care. So much love. And see you soon.